What's up, everybody, and welcome back. It's the NBA fanatic Johnny P, bringing you another video. Today I have a question for you. I want to propose to you: has LeBron James passed Larry Bird on the all-time top 10 greatest players of all-time NBA list? That's my question. Is LeBron James past Larry Bird? So when I thought of this question, I'll be honest with you, I thought it'd be a real easy question to answer. But the more I looked, it was very difficult, right? So let's just get into this right now. I decided to just type in all-time top 10 list, right? Just to see what I could find. And oddly enough, I wasn't able to find like a ton of sources, not really good sources, but as of 2013, Bleacher Report put out a top 10 of all-time list. They had LeBron at number 6, and they had Larry Bird at number 5. That's so close right there, and that was in 2013. The International Business Times popped up, and they had LeBron at number 10. They had Larry Bird at number 7. And then it turns out that Slam magazine a few years back had Larry Bird ranked at number 9, right? So those are really, really high rankings for both. Just some of the credentials and the accolades is that Larry Bird went into the Hall of Fame in 1998. He had 3 NBA titles in 81, 84, and 86. He was 2 Finals MVP. In his regular season MVPs in 84, 85, and 86. That man was playing lights out in those seasons. He was a Rookie of the Year in his rookie year in 1980. And he was the first member of the 50-90-40 club, and he also has himself a gold medal as part of the Dream Team. Now on LeBron's side of things, he also has gold medal under his belt. He has 2 NBA titles, 2 Finals MVPs, 4 regular season MVPs. He was also the Rookie of the Year. And I'll be honest with you, I truly think that if LeBron really wanted to, he could have won more MVPs. So I'm going to give him the nod as far as that. Now let's talk about career averages. Now, when you think about this, we'll get back to this here in a little bit, but Larry Bird and LeBron James have played the same amount of time in the NBA as of right now. And LeBron still has probably 10 more seasons to go. Maybe not 10, but you know what I'm saying? He has a long way to go. So it's very interesting when you look at their numbers because technically they played about the same amount of seasons as of right now. So in LeBron's career, he's scored 27.3 points per game, 7.1 rebounds per game, 6.9 assists per game, and his field goal percentage is 49.6. with a 3-point field goal percentage at 34.2. Now on Larry Bird's side of things, he scored 24.3 points per game, so that's about 3 points less per game. He had 10 rebounds per game, most of them on the defensive end, with a couple offensive rebounds mixed in, but still that's about 3 more rebounds per game than LeBron. His assists per games was 6.3, which is pretty close, just under what LeBron's at now. But what I found the most interesting is his field goal percentage. If you would have asked me who had the higher field goal percentage, I guess I just would have said Larry Bird because I just think of how good of a shooter he was. But his all-time field goal percentage was 49.6, the same as what LeBron's is right now. That's totally interesting to me. And Larry Bird's three-point percentage was 37.6. Right, so their career numbers are fairly, they're great averages for both players, and they're fairly close. Now let's talk about defense, something we know LeBron is a specialist at. LeBron's been a first-team all-defensive squad 5 different times, and he made it on the all-defense second team 1 time, where Bird only made the all-defensive team in 82, 83, and 84. So LeBron wins flat out when it comes to defense there. Now, Larry, to my surprise, was never a scoring leader, and LeBron's won that 1 time. They both have identical steals per game at 1.7 on average, and the same as blocks at 0.8. So they're right neck to neck right there. So when it comes down to free throw percentage, however, Larry Bird, he's killing LeBron. He's up by about 8% a game on that one. And when you're talking about full career totals, LeBron's already outscored Bird at this point in his career. He already has more assists at this point in his career, and those are obviously only going up through the roof. And as far as rebounds, he needs about 2,500-ish more, about 2,500, 2 grand, something like that, to pass Larry. So he will pass Larry Bird in those categories. Now, Larry Bird in his career played a total games of 897, and LeBron's at well over 900 now. So these are all the stats I had written down. And when I was doing my research, I'll be honest with you, part of me says, oh, LeBron's better because he passes in points, passes in rebounds, he's going to pass in assists, blah, blah, blah. And then, I don't know, but then you give the nod to Larry because he has what I like in a basketball player. He's tough. Not that LeBron's not tough, but Larry was just willing to fight everybody at any given time. He had that just competitive spirit, like really, really highly intense competitor. And he has that clutch gene. I've said it 100 times. I really respect people who want to shoot and can make it at the end of the game. Now, LeBron's done real well in those situations in the past, but he's not known for that. He's also not known for his free throw percentage, and you know that Larry's on point there. So to be quite honest with you, at this point, just out of respect, I will give the nod to Bird. I will say that he's slightly above LeBron on the all-time, top 10 list. But again, Bird is done with his career, and LeBron is probably just over halfway through his. So he has a long ways to go. So will LeBron pass Larry Bird in the next season or two? Yeah, he will. Like I said, I could probably give him the nod now, but I'm giving it to Larry Bird out of respect because I love my man Larry Bird. He's one of the greatest of all time. He'll always be one of the greatest of all time. His rivalry with Magic Johnson, who I would arguably put at the number 2 slot, that's always going to go down in history. And I'll be honest with you, if LeBron keeps on doing what he has done in this league, he will not only surpass Magic at that number 2 slot, but he could probably contend with Michael Jordan for being the greatest player of all time. I see that kind of a ceiling for LeBron James. Obviously, he has a long way to go. However, he has youth. Still, he just hit, 30, maybe 31 years old, but I think he's 30. He is strong. He's in a great situation in Cleveland right now, and he's really making the game work for him. So, with that being said, let me know what your thoughts are. Do you put Larry Bird right now above LeBron on the top 10 list, or would you put LeBron above Larry Bird? Let me know what you think. I want to catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.